Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 17. So I hope you are now feeling comfortable with recursion, and if you are enjoying the series so far, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and please give a like to this video. So now we have a very interesting question: maximum length of concatenated string with unique characters. So basically we have to tell the maximum length which we can obtain by concatenating the given strings. Okay, and there's one condition, that the string that you are forming after the concatenation, right, the final string that you are forming after the concatenation, all the characters in that final string should be unique. We have to return the length, we don't have to return the string itself. Okay, so now look at the example here. Right in front of you we have cha. This is the first string that we have, this is the second string, this is the third string, and this is the fourth string. Okay, first string is cha, second string is r, third string is act, and the fourth string is ers. Now if I want to obtain a string by concatenating these given strings, obviously I cannot concatenate the string number 2 and the string number 4. Why I cannot concatenate these two? So the reason is the character r is repeating here. So if we concatenate that, so after the concatenation we will be obtaining r e r s, right? So this particular string is having repeating characters and the repeating character is r, so we cannot concatenate them. Okay, so we cannot concatenate cha with act because the character a is repeating here. And sometimes it might be possible that we are given a string, let's say if we have the fifth string and in the fifth string we have cca, then we cannot even take this string, we cannot even consider taking this particular string. Why? Because this string itself is having repeating characters, c is appearing twice in this string, so these kind of strings we will simply ignore. Okay, all right, so now we have to tell the length of such a string which could be obtained by concatenating the given string, and the characters in the final string, the concatenated string, should be unique. So here in this example I guess we can take act and ers, so it will become act ers, all the characters are unique and the length is 6. And similarly here we can take cha and ers, so cha then ers, this one. Here also all the characters are unique and the length is 6. So this is the final string which we can obtain, and we don't have to bother about what string we are obtaining. So we don't have to bother about act ers and cha ers, we just have to bother about their lengths. Okay, we just have to return their lengths. Now before we start solutioning this problem, there's one very frequently used strategy. So when we talk about characters, right, we have only 26 characters. So to just basically keep track of what all characters have I picked up, I can simply use an array of size 26. So that array will have index from 0 to 25. Basically it will represent all the 26 characters. So let me just draw that. Let's say I'm forming my concatenated string. I'm forming the concatenated string and the first string I picked up is cha. So I will along with that I will also maintain an array of size 26. So basically it is going to have index from 0 till 25, and I will basically keep marking. So this 0 will represent a, this will represent a, this will represent b, this will represent c, this will represent d, e, f, g, h, I, j, k, l, m, and so on till z. Okay, so this will be an array of size 26, so index from 0 to 25. And let's say I pick this one up. Okay, if I'm picking this up, I will mark the respective indices with 1. Okay, initially all this is 0, initially everything is 0 because we have not selected anything. Okay, our string, our concatenated string initially is of size 0, there are no characters. Now let us say we are picking this particular string. So if we are picking this particular string, I will mark this c as 1, I will mark this h1, I will mark this a1. Okay, I will mark them as 1. So the next time when I will go to this particular string, the string number 4 ers, I can simply do the matching, that e is not already appearing here, r is not already appearing here, and s is also not already appearing here. Whereas if I go to this particular string, string number 3 act, then I can see that string A is already appearing here. Sorry, the character A is already appearing here. So we cannot take this particular string. So to just keep track of what all characters have I already selected in the past, I will keep an array of size 26. That array will have index from 0 to 25, and each of that particular index will represent us the character. So 0 will represent A, 1 will represent B, and so on. Okay. Yeah. One more thing, this could be simply obtained like this. Let's say we have a char ch is equal to B. Okay, char ch is equal to B. And if I do ch minus A, int x is equal to ch minus A, so this will be equal to B minus A. Okay, there must be some ASCII value of B, there must be some ASCII value of A. Now, when we see the ASCII value, if you are not aware of the ASCII value, you can just search ASCII ASCII value. So the ASCII value of B, I'm not sure about it, what it is, but ASCII value of A and B have a difference of 1 only. Okay, they have a difference of 1 only. So this will give me 1. Okay, this will give me 1. So basically, for every character, I can subtract A from that to get the respective index. So if I do B minus A, I will get 1. If I do this C minus A, I will get 2. If I do A minus A, I will get 0. So yeah, to obtain the respective index for every character, I can simply minus the character A from this. Okay, I can simply minus the character A. So Z minus A is going to give me 25. A minus A is going to give me 0. All right. This is just the mathematical difference between the ASCII values, and A, B, C, D, E, F, they all appear consecutively in the ASCII table, right? So this is just for the reference. I hope many of you would know this already. So yes, these are the things that we are going to use, and now let us start solutioning this problem. Okay, let us start solutioning this problem. If you are not aware of all these things, you can just rewatch it. I have explained everything, so there's no need to refer any other resource. You can simply watch the video, this particular chunk of video again. All right, so yeah, let us again take that example. We have CHA, then we have R, then we have ACT, and we have ERS. Okay, now we will start with the first string. So for the first string, we have two options. One option is to consider this particular string in the final concatenation. Okay, basically to select this particular string. So if we are selecting this particular string, I will also maintain that 26 size array, right? I will also maintain that. So I will simply mark these indices as 1. Okay, I will mark these indices as 1. So corresponding to C, we have this 1. Corresponding to H, we have somewhere over here 1. Corresponding to A, we have somewhere over here 1. So if we have marked these indices as 1. All right, this is for the picked. Okay, we picked this particular character, sorry, this particular string. We selected this particular string. One option is to ignore this. When we are ignoring this, obviously we are not going to make any changes in the vector of size 26, right? In the selected vector, we are not going to make any changes in that. Okay, so these are the two options. Either we can select this particular string, or we can ignore this particular string, as we have been doing since a very long time in this series, right? But let us say in the past we have selected few of the strings, and we have their data saved in our 26 size array. We have their data saved, that which all characters we have selected. Now we are coming to a string, and in that string there are few characters which we have already selected. Okay, so this particular string I can only ignore, I can only skip. There's no way I can select this particular string. Okay, I'm again repeating. So let us say I am arriving to a string. Okay, and I have some history, I have some past. In that past, I have selected few of the strings, and I have saved their data in the 26 size vector which I am maintaining. Okay, I have saved their data, that these all are the characters marked with 1. These all characters I have picked up. Now in the current string, if there are repeating characters, if there are characters which you have already selected in the past, I will have only one option for this particular string, to skip this particular string. Okay, I will not have two options, I will only have one option. All right, and sometimes, as I previously mentioned, it might be possible that the current string itself is having repeating characters. So let us say the current string is CCR. So if the current string is CCR, C is repeating 2 times. So simply ignore this. Okay, Again, only one option to ignore this. All right. For rest of the strings which are having only unique characters and the characters of which I have not picked up in the past, for them I will have two options. One option is to skip them, one option is to pick them. All right. So now let us start coding this. You will be this is now my time to ask you to draw the recursion tree. I will not be drawing the entire recursion tree for this, or maybe you can just imagine how the recursion tree would look like, what will be the length of the recursion tree, what will be the height of the recursion tree, how many nodes are going to be there. Please let me know in the comment section. Do answer these questions, the space complexity and the time complexity. Okay, so now this is your homework and I will start coding this. Okay, so here you can read the problem statement nicely. I will create a function int which is going to return me the answer. I will name this as help. This index I is going to represent that which particular string I am currently standing on. Then I will have a vector of string arr. Then I will keep a 26 size vector which I was talking about. That 26 size vector will let us call that as selected. Okay, selected. And then what else do we need? Here we need length. So what is the length till now? Okay, first of all I will need to check that in the current string whether or not there are repeating characters, or in the current string are there characters which I have already picked up in the past. Okay, so I need to make this comparison. So to make this comparison, I'm just creating a function over here. That function is boolean. It will return me true if there are no overlaps. It will return me false if there are overlaps. Okay, let us name this as compare. I can write the entire logic here itself in the help function, but I don't want to make the help function very huge, so I'm just writing a separate function. So bool compare, it will take two things. It will take a vector of int selected, so basically the history. Okay, the history, and it will take the current string. Okay, string current string. It will take these two things. All right, so first of all I should make sure that in the current string there are no repeating characters. For example, we discussed CCR, right? CCR is not valid itself. It is not valid because C is appearing twice. So first of all I need to make a check for that. So for that I'm creating another vector of int self check, CHECK, self check. This will be also of size 26. So basically what my plan is, so I will go through the entire current string. I will go to each of the characters, and for each of the characters I will keep marking this self check as 1. Sorry, the respective index in this self check as 1. Okay, initially everything is 0, so I will go to each of the character. For int I is equal to 0, I is smaller than current string dot size I plus plus. I'm going to each of the characters, and now I need to mark the index corresponding to this character as 1, right? So the index corresponding to this character, first of all, this is the character string I, this is the character, and the index corresponding to this character is simply minus a from this. We have already discussed this on the board, right? So let us say if this current string I is a, then a minus a is 0. Okay, and we know that the index corresponding to a is 0. If current string of I is b, so b minus a is 1, and we already know that the index corresponding to b is 1. So it is going to give me the index corresponding to the character. Okay, I will mark this as 1. So self check of this, self check of this is equal to 1. But before marking this as 1, I should also make sure that it is not already marked 1. Okay, so it might be possible that a character is appearing twice and it is repeating. So I should make sure that if it is not already marked 1. Self check of same thing. If it is equal to 1, then simply return false from here, because this particular current string is itself having repeating characters, so no way we can go ahead, so return false. Otherwise we are good. Now we need to make the comparison of the current string with the past, with the history, with the selected vector. Okay, so again I will go to each of the characters. I is equal to 0, I is smaller than current string dot size I plus plus, going to each of the characters one by one, and I need to check if in the past, like selected of current string of I minus a, if it is equal to 1, which basically means that this particular character already appears in the past. We have already selected this particular character in the past. If it is equal to 1, simply return false. Okay, there is an overlap. Otherwise, after running this entire for loop and we are not able to return false anywhere, so basically we did not find overlap anywhere, neither in the first for loop nor in the second for loop, we are not returning false, then simply return true after this. Okay, simply return true from here. So we made the comparison. Now let us call this function. Okay, first of all, string current string is equal to ARR of I. This is the current string, and if compare of selected comma current string, if it is equal to false, so basically means that there is an overlap. It is returning me false. There is an overlap. So if there is an overlap, I have only one option. That option is to not select the current string, skip the current string. Okay, skip the current string. If I'm skipping it, I don't have to make any changes. I just have to go to the next one, I plus 1 and ARR, and selected will remain as it is, selected, and length will remain as it is. Done. Okay, done. Otherwise, if there is no overlap between the current string and the past, as well as there are only unique characters in the current string, we have two choices. One choice is, so basically first of all I will pick the current string. Okay, I will pick the current string and ask recursion to do rest of the task. Okay, second choice will be I will skip the current string and I will ask recursion to do rest of the task. Recursion will do its task first time, I will save it somewhere. Recursion will do its task second time, I will save it somewhere. Okay, then I will compare both the answers. From where am I getting the better answer? Okay, am I getting a better answer after picking this particular string, or am I getting a better answer if I skip this particular string? I will compare those answers and return the best one out of that. Okay, first of all, pick. So if I want to pick the current string, first of all I should go to all the, not I should use j because I is already being used here. So j is equal to 0, j is smaller than CRR current string dot size j plus plus. I'm going to each of the character. First of all, I should mark the selected of current string of j minus a equal to 1. I should mark them as 1. Okay, I should mark these indices as 1, so that in future we know that which all characters we have picked. That's what we are maintaining in selected, right? The history. So I am marking them as 1. One more thing, I should increase the length plus equal to current string dot size. Length is also increased. Now in option 1 I will ask recursion to do rest of the task. So from I plus 1 do rest of the task, and ARR and selected and len. Done. Okay, second option, I can skip. So if I want to skip, first of all, the indices which I have already marked as 1, I should first make them 0, because I am not picking them up, right? I'm not picking those, I'm not picking the current string, so I should mark all those indices as 0 again. One more thing, this length should also be decreased. Length minus equal to this. Okay, then I will ask recursion to do rest of the task, and recursion will do rest of the task. This will be option 2, and what I will do finally, I will return the maximum of option 1 comma option 2. Done. Great. So this is it for the recursive code. Let me call this function from here. First of all, vector of int selected, it will be of size 26, initialize with 0. Then I will call this function help from the index 0, ARR selected, and length initially 0, and I will return the answer from here. Okay, let me try to run this. I hope you are able to understand each and everything here. One more very important thing is to do the dry run. Oh, we forgot the base condition. We should not forget the base condition. Base condition is if I is equal to ARR dot size, we reach till the end. ARR dot size, we reach till the end, we should return the length from here. Okay, that this is the length that you have collected so far. This is the length. That's what you need to return, right? Okay, so now we are getting a correct answer. Let me submit this. We should never forget the base conditions. We got it selected. Okay, now it is your time to try to solve this question by yourself. You can re-refer the video if you are not able to understand each and every point. So while solving a lot of questions, we come to many tricks and many techniques that we use. Here we have used such a technique to store a 26 size vector to basically verify that we are only picking up unique characters, right? So just try to code it yourself. If you want to re-refer the video, you can re-refer it again, and do let me know in the comment section if you're enjoying the video so far or not, and please let me know the space and time complexities as well. Okay, let us meet in the next lecture. Bye bye.